Yo, my friends, welcome back to the channel. It's your boy Steve from Straight Fire Picks. We're back with your best bets for the NBA here for you today on Friday, November 7th, 2025. We got your NBA player props, spreads, totals, predictions, as always. 4 picks in the video. Let's lock in and get this sweep.
Well, my presence isn't real. It's another bad one like this is scale. It's straight fire. All my bets straight from. You're in the house that cat made now. Straight fire.
As always, my friends, if you guys are new to the channel, make sure you guys hit that like and subscribe button for me. Always appreciate that. We are on the road to 10,000 subscribers. Appreciate all of your guys' support as always. Let's lock in the NBA here today on Friday, guys, and get this weekend off to a great start. And we'll start trudging that momentum here up in the NBA. It's been kind of a so-so season so far, but now's the time when we start to get things rolling. We got some data under our belt. It's time to get rocking, guys. Quick recap from yesterday. One game in the NBA. We took one pick. We went 0-1, minus 1 unit. We took Derrick Jones Jr. over 15.5 points and rebounds. That bet was just annoying. He finishes with 22 minutes, which he should have played like 6 to 7 more minutes for sure. They opted not to bring him back into the game in the fourth quarter at all because the game was out of hand, but then it was like a 15-point game with 6 minutes to go. I don't know why they didn't bring him back in, guys. It's just one of those things where I'm just going to forget about yesterday in the NBA because it was very frustrating and just annoying. And I don't want to say makes you think stuff is rigged, but it just was a very annoying day. I'm just going to leave it at that. As far as our comic cappers go, we have Manny the Maniac 99 calling the Phoenix Suns minus 2.5 on the spread. That's about as easy as it gets. Great call out there from Manny. We'd love to see it. Manny returning to the chat there, dropping the heat. We'd love to see it. Make sure you guys don't forget to drop your favorite pick down below for today's action. Put a star or an asterisk next to your pick, and if your pick does hit down in the chat, we'll include your pick in our next video if it hits. Great way to participate here at the channel. It's a lot of fun, like I said, helping out your fellow cappers and also getting some credit for your pick. It's good stuff, guys. We love to see it, guys. We love to see it. A couple quick announcements. Obviously, we got a lot of content coming at you. Today, we got college football best bets video dropping at noon Eastern time, so make sure you guys look for that. We'll have 5 picks in college football. We'll have a big parlay. It'll be a lot of fun there as well. We have a lot of NFL content for you this weekend as well. We already have an NFL video live for the week. Our week 10 NFL spreads and totals best bets video. We're already 2-0 in that. We hit the under in the Raiders spread so far in that. So make sure you guys go give that video a watch. Put a lot of time into that. So without further ado though, guys, one last thing. Make sure you guys just check out the pinned comment description. Any links you guys are looking for here on the channel. Membership, merchandise, and social media links. Doing a lot more with our Twitter account or our X account. So make sure you guys follow us over there on X. We're doing a lot of cool stuff there. So make sure you guys check that out. Aside from that, let's get after it today, guys. Let's get a sweep in the NBA. Let's get right into our picks, my friends. At number 1, we're going to roll with the Houston Rockets. Minus 2.5 here on the spread versus the San Antonio Spurs. We got minus 110 odds here on ESPN Bet. Really love this play today, guys. Interestingly enough, if you guys have been paying attention to the Spurs, obviously you know the names of Stephon Castle and Victor Wembanyama and so on and so forth. The guy you might not be familiar with is a young rookie by the name of Dylan Harper. I watched him when he played at Rutgers. And so far, as a San Antonio Spur, he got off to a blazing start. Over 14 points per game in the first 6 games there. Over 50% from the field. Playing great defense. Had the top plus-minus among all rookies in the NBA. So that's obviously very notable. And he's now out. And the last 2 games that he's been out, obviously they lost there on the road to the Suns. That's the game he got hurt in. Played just 11 minutes. And then last game versus the Lakers got hurt. Well, obviously he's going to continue to be out here. He's going to be out sidelined for a couple of weeks here. I don't think the books are really giving the loss of Harper enough credit. Harper was really a key part to their very hot start to the season. He was easily their 3rd best player. behind Castle and Wemby. Maybe, I mean, like I said, the impact that he was making both on the offensive side and the defensive side couldn't be understated. He was obviously playing terrific. He was a big reason why that perimeter defense was really picking it up. And also on the offensive side, he's providing a lot of production. So, yeah, that's out of the lineup now, and I think that's significant. I really do. I think the Spurs take a little bit of a hit here, especially against a good Rockets team that's been so good, not only against the spread, but obviously this team is big. They're one of the biggest lineups in NBA history. Just about everybody's huge on the floor. Kevin Durant, Men Thompson, Sengun, so on and so forth. These guys are long, they're tall, they're big, they're good. It's a lot to contend with, obviously, anytime you play the Rockets. So far, guys, the Rockets 5-2 against the spread, a plus 6.5 differential. They've definitely outperformed the books so far. 4-0, though, against the spread on the road with a plus 12 differential. Particularly on the road, they've been fantastic. The Spurs here 3-2-2 against the spread this season with a plus 4.3 differential. But like I said, I'm expecting a little bit of that now to change with Dylan Harper out of the lineup. I think it's a lot bigger than people think. And so far, obviously, guys, the Rockets really good on both sides of the ball. First in offensive rating, sixth in defensive rating. So I think in the Battle of Texas here, I think Houston kind of shows that those are the supreme team. Among these two, I think they get this done. I really like the Rockets right now. Like I said, I think a little bit of a momentum loss there for the Spurs. Not only dropping the last two games, losing, but also with Dylan Harper now out, I think there's a little momentum lost here. Give me the Rockets here for our number one pick, minus 2.5 on the spread versus the San Antonio Spurs. We're going minus 110 odds here on ESPN Bet. Okay, and at number 2, we got Ryan Rollins. Over 22.5 PRAs here for the Milwaukee Bucks. We're going minus 110 odds here on Fanatics. So we're giving Rollins another shot here. He let us down the other day versus the Pacers. We took him over 23.5 PRAs. He finished with 22. Pretty much getting to the hook there, which honestly I don't really have a problem with. It's going to happen sometimes, but here I like his matchup even more. I like the pace of this game even more. So there should be a lot of opportunity for Rollins to cash in this one. He's cashed in 4 of 8 games this season, but 3 of 4 at home. So he's performed very well so far this season at home. He's up against the Chicago Bulls that rank 21st in PRAs allowed to point guards. I love seeing that. Recent point guard PRA logs versus the Chicago Bulls. Tyrese Maxey, 49. Jalen Brunson, 39. Miles McBride, the backup, had 15. Which cashed his line. Jalen Brunson, 38. Trae Young, 41. Anthony Black, 25. Cade Cunningham, 40. Just about every point guard has a good day here versus the Bulls. But I don't think it's going to be any different here for Rollins. He showed a lot of flashes of greatness here early on in the season. And I think his lines are still very modest. Obviously, they lowered his line here to 22.5 after he went under his last couple games here on the road. But I think he returns home and he gets back on track. He still had the minutes I wanted to see. He still played about 30 minutes the last couple games. So as long as that's the case, I think this is a very modest line for him. I think he can get this done. Like I said, the over-under here is set to 240.5. This could be an up-and-down game. There'll be a lot of assistant shooting opportunities and even rebound opportunities in this one. So it's going to be a very high-paced game. Particularly the Bulls obviously love to push the tempo. They like to get out and transition. And so I see a lot of Bulls games getting up in the scoring. And they don't really play great defense in general. The Bulls are definitely a team that isn't as interested defensively. They want to go score and kind of let the rest figure itself out. So I think Rollins has a great game here, guys. Love it there for number 2 pick. We're going Ryan Rollins over 22.5 PRAs here for the Milwaukee Bucks. We got minus 120 odds here, minus 110 odds on Fanatics. Okay, to number 3, we're going Brandon Podziemski over 13.5 points here for the Golden State Warriors. Minus 115 odds here on Fanatics, risking a unit here. Let me also say I really like his PRA line as well at 22.5. I think you can really go with either one. I love them both. But here on the road versus the Nuggets, the biggest thing for me is the injury report. Right now, Steph Curry already ruled out. According to ESPN.com, he's ruled out with an illness. Now, if that doesn't pan out to be right, I'm going to be very upset. So just check your injury report, guys. I've seen crazy stuff happen. The NBA injury report has been a problem all season. So I'm not saying I particularly overly trust it, but it does say out with an illness for Steph Curry. So he should be out. But Podsy is over in just 3-9 games this season. But like I said, with Steph Curry being out, that's going to really make the difference here. Obviously, opens up more rotation minutes for Podziemski, opens up more shots for him. And he's really the guy in this matchup that I think can take advantage of this defense. The Nuggets here, 21st in points allowed to shooting guards, 16th in points allowed to point guards. We just took Russell Westbrook over 22.5 PRAs in this matchup, and he cashed easily. The reason I like this points is because obviously more of the scoring onus is going to be on Podsy with Steph Curry out. That's why I was really looking for that. Really looking for the points. And Jimmy Butler also might be out as well. Jimmy Butler's also questionable, which is also noteworthy. If both those guys end up being out, Podsy should get a lot of shot volume. For sure in this one. Like I said, we saw Westbrook hit. We also saw Dennis Schroeder hit from the point guard position as well. So both of those guys went off. I think Podsy's, like I said, going to have a great opportunity to hit this over. Like I said, he is just coming off a game where they didn't play with Curry. He hit the over. He had 14. Like I said, I think this is just a great spot and a great matchup where he can hit his lines. Despite this game being on the road. The only thing that, obviously I worry about a little bit anytime you take bets like this is like, can they hang in there and keep it close? Spread set to 10.5, so it is a rather big spread. I think the Warriors are, they're a gritty team. Even without the guys, they can hang around and keep it close enough to keep Podsy in there. I think he gets this done today. So, love there, guys. For number 3 pick, we're going Brandon Podziemski over 13.5 points here for the Golden State Warriors. We got minus 115 odds here on Fanatics. Okay, and finally at number 4, we got Con Knuppel. 3-point ladder here for the Charlotte Hornets, starting with 3 threes. That's going to be the bulk of our money on that. 1.10 units, 4 threes for a half unit, 5 threes for a quarter unit, 6 threes for a tenth of a unit, 7 threes for a 20th of a unit. Altogether risking 2 units on this one. I couldn't pass this one up again. Obviously, we took a threes ladder on Wednesday. It treated us very well. We got a lot of that ladder completed. We hit 5 threes there on DiVincenzo. So, when I saw Knuppels today, I couldn't pass it up. Normally, I wouldn't run these ladders, especially consecutive days. That's more of a rare event. When I saw this one, it just was another great opportunity for us, I think, to climb the ladder here on Con Knuppel. He's cashed this in 6 of 8 games this season. That's 75%, averaging 7.6 3-point attempts per game, but 9 per game over the last 3. Like seeing that. Already a perfect 4 for 4 on the road. No problem shooting threes on the road. Averaging 9 3-point attempts on the road per game. Love seeing that. He's already played the Miami Heat. And he hit 5 threes versus them. 5 of 11 from 3 versus this Heat team. So obviously love to see that. Heat here ranked 30th in threes allowed to small forwards. They also ranked 22nd in threes allowed to shooting guards. So wherever he lines up tonight, he should get some good looks from 3. This has been a problem for the Heat for a long time. They don't defend the 3-point line particularly well. It's a good spot for, like I said, Con Knuppel to hit some threes here. LaMelo Ball is also questionable for what it's worth. He's, I'd say, highly questionable. I could see him easily not playing here. Without Ball, obviously his usage and his attempts should go up. 9.5 attempts from 3 per game in 2 games without Ball this season. So, love seeing that. Even with Ball, though, I'm still confident he's going to get a lot of looks. But without Ball, obviously, he's going to get more, which I love seeing that. I think he's going to have a great chance. And obviously, like I said, he hit 5 versus the Heat. So, I love him to get up to 5. And then, if he happens to go nuclear and he's on fire, we could go for that 6 and 7 for just a sprinkle, guys. We're not going crazy on these things. The idea is for each play, each leg of the ladder to bring it back at least a unit. That's kind of the goal of it. So, like I said, hopefully we at least get that first leg down, first couple legs down, and get really nicely into the green. And then we could set ourselves up, obviously, to make some money here on this ladder. So, love it there, guys, for number 4 pick. We're going Con Knuppel. 3-point ladder here, starting with 3 threes, going up to 7. Starting at minus 140 odds on Fanatics, going up to plus 1840 on DraftKings. All right, guys, that's it for our picks. And then we got for the Sweep Parlay, of course, risking a tenth of a unit. It's plus 982 on Fanatics. So, yeah, just the 4 basic picks put together. Con Knuppel just for 3 threes in our for the Sweep Parlay. So, I'm really excited about tonight's action, guys. We're just getting a 10th of a unit on that. Hopefully, obviously, we can make some money in the NBA and really get things rolling. So, as always, appreciate y'all. I hope you guys have a great rest of your day. Let's lock in and make some money. And we will catch you guys all back here next time. Peace out.